don't you natives have quieter ceremonies like Flag Day? Lily, you awake? Why does Anджела haunt me like this? Why can't I get you out of my mind?
Anджела? You all right?
Cece. No, I'm fine.
Worried about you. Not being in your room, I mean.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I just couldn't sleep. I think I'm haunted by these drums. They're so rhythmic and pulsating.
Well, I don't think it's the, drums that are haunting you. I think it's a man.
What?
You still think about Warren, don't you?
No, Warren's not a problem, Cece.
You don't have to pretend for my sake, you know. I know how difficult it is to get over someone. You give me a chance, I'll make you forget him.
Don't let B.J. Walker fool you, ladies and gentlemen. She's far from the innocent victim she pretends to be. In fact, Nabokov could have used her as a model for Lolita. Here was a young woman who'd known Frank Goodman since she was a child. She knew what a good, God-fearing man he was. She knew what a brave, dedicated police officer he was. Did that stop her? No, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. B.J. Walker deliberately set out to entice her godfather, a man everyone in her family trusted with their very lives. No. Seduced is stronger.
Definitely.
Agent McCabe, how long have you been sitting there?
Long enough to see that you really want to win this case.
You got that right. You know what's been driving me crazy? All the evidence points to BJ as the murderer, but I haven't been able to come up with a motive that satisfied me until now.
Oh, I'm so happy. Honey, what happened? Can you tell me what you remembered?
Frank.
What about Frank?
He was in the courtroom.
The courtroom?
He was goading me. He was taunting me to remember what happened out on the mesa.
Do you?
Ridiculing me. He was telling me I didn't have the nerve.
Do you remember what you did?
No. But it's right there. It's just below the surface. God, Warren, why can't I remember what's wrong with me?
Don't get upset, honey. Skylar's right outside.
Well, get him. I want him to put me under again. I have to know if I killed Frank.
See, you have been so kind to me. Much better than I deserve.
Stop that. You deserve the best.
I just haven't picked the best.
No? Not yet, you haven't. I've seen how you've suffered with the men you loved. I want to try to make you forget all that. I want to show you what it's like to be loved, truly loved by a man.
Cece, you frighten me when you talk like that.
Frighten you?
Because I don't know if I'm ready to respond to that. I don't even know if I can.
I told you before, I'm not going to push you. But there's things that you need to know if we're going to continue to see each other.
All right, what?
Every moment I spend with you, every second, confirms to me what kind of a wonderful human being that you are. I will give you all the time you need to get Warren out of your system. I just want to be the man that helps you do it. You get some sleep. Plane leaves first thing in the morning for Santa-Barbara.
I know.
Hold on to your thoughts.
Cece. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
I hate to ask you this, but I don't have any choice. I need for you to be an expert witness for the defense. I need for you to help me to create a profile that will convince the jury that no matter what happened that night on the Mesa, that BJ was the victim.
Well, she was.
Yeah, well, you know that and I know that, but the prosecution is going to try to make Frank look like the hero. They're going to cite his spotless record. They're going to talk about all the dangerous jobs he volunteered for time and time again to help other people, and I need to reconcile, excuse me, that image with the image that we know of him now as child molester.
I can do that.
How?
With what you just gave me. It's classic. He's always first in line for the most dangerous assignments. That's a self-destructive tendency, equals self-loathing, which is consistent with all the profiles of child abusers.
I still need to introduce some kind of evidence.
Well, I can testify that most child abusers have been abused themselves, along with whatever Jody and Reese find out about Frank being abused as a child.
Well, that's good. That'll help, but I need your testimony in order to establish a new line of questioning, or the prosecution is going to object on grounds of relevancy.
That's not a problem. I'd be very happy to testify on BJ's behalf.
All right, well, but before you jump on the bandwagon, let me warn you about something. If you testify, you are going to have to waive patient-doctor confidentiality.
What?
If I put you on the witness stand, the prosecution has the right to ask you questions. So everything that BJ has told you up till now will be open to cross-examination.
I mean, even what she's told me under hypnosis?
Even that.
Scarlett, BJ's awake. She wants you to put her under hypnosis again.
So, what do you think is BJ's motive? Why would she shoot Frank other than in self-defense?
Don't take it personally, McKay, but I'm going to keep the particulars under wraps for the trial. Trust me, once this whole thing is over, you and I will both be famous.
It's just what the NIB wants, a famous agent. I do wonders for my undercover work.
I like you, McCabe. I have to admit I had my doubts at first. I heard you were a little too chummy with Kelly Capwell. I was afraid I had an enemy in my camp, but I see through you now. You're a master manipulator.
Just an agent, but I'm a thorough one.
Yeah, I'll say. In a prosecutor's dream, coming up with that incident, the Walker girl stabbing Warren Lockridge, was pure genius. It's exactly what I needed to establish a disposition for violence. The DA's office thanks you.
Yeah, I was just doing my job.
I have to get over to the Oasis to meet with Julia Capwell for a little pre-trial chat. You want to join us?
Yes. I'd like to see what she's gotten so far.
Anything less than Goodman taking a stand himself won't do her much good.
Well, you sound awfully confident.
I am. The evidence I have against her, B.J. Walker, will be going to prison for a long, long time.
Physically, you're fine.
Thank God.
Now that you know that I'm okay, will you put me under again?
Well, you know, BJ, I'm not so sure it's a good idea. I mean, look what happened the last time.
That was just because I didn't want to remember. But I do now.
VJ, there's something that you need to know about. I've asked Skylar to be the expert witness on your behalf.
That's great. You'll do it, won't you? Thanks.
Are you saying that Skylar's going to be questioned by the prosecution as well as you?
Exactly. Anything that you've told Skylar or will tell him while conscious or under hypnosis will be open for the cross-examination. Are you sure that you want to take the chance of telling Skylar what happened to you the night Frank Goodman died?
Lily, wake up. You're having a bad dream. Lily.
Oh, Ted. It was terrible. There were drums, and there were half-naked dancers, and they were making a circle around me. And they were chanting at me, and they were saying it's a mistake not to follow my heart. Ted, do you think they're right? Am I making a mistake? Rafe, what are you doing here?
What kind of voodoo are you working on me?
Voodoo? What are you talking about?
You pay off these natives to beat their drums all night long to drive me nuts?
Ted, go back to bed. You must be sleepy.
Yeah, it's a nightmare for me, too. Yeah. What, you want to prove to me that I find you irresistible? Hmm? That you want me to want you? What is it? God help me, I do want you.
No, not like this.
What? What do you mean not like this? This is it. This is what we always do. What, you think you're gonna find this kind of passion with my father?
Get off me. Get off me. You don't understand me. You never understood what I really want.
I do.
No,
I know
you
what
don't.
Want. I know what you want. I don't understand what it is with you. I don't... You wouldn't know real happiness if it was staring you right in the face. My God, you're after me for months. You followed me all the way here. Now you got me where you want me, and I am willing to play by your rules, and you push me away. What the hell is wrong with you?
This isn't what I want.
The hell it isn't. You wanted risky. You wanted no holds barred. You want me.
Ted. I want love. Is it so hard for you to understand? It's all I've ever wanted. Someone who loves me. From the depths of his soul.
I'm sorry. I think you want something that I can't offer.
I don't understand. Why does Skylar have to be the expert witness? Why can't we just get some other psychiatrist?
Because Dr. Gates is your psychiatrist on record. We need his testimony to give information to the jury about Frank's background. It will seriously undermine your case if I don't put him on the stand.
So what you're saying is that if Skylar hypnotizes me now, and I say something damaging to myself, that I'll have to tell it in court?
If the prosecutor asks him a question, he will be under oath to reveal everything that he knows.
Skylar may be obligated to tell the jury everything he knows, but I'm not.
I heard you crying out in your sleep. I just came by to see if you were all
I'm
right.
fine. You can go now.
Please, Lily, don't ask me to leave. Look, I know it's dangerous for us to be together, but this is our last night on Boratungi. It's our last chance to be alone.
Rafe, we had our last chance a long time ago.
I know, but with the drums beating, I couldn't resist. There was a chanting in my heart. I was out walking on the beach. I was trying to clear my mind, but I couldn't. All I kept hearing was the waves whispering your names. That's why I had to come see you.
Rafe, will you please just go? Ted's gonna be back any minute.
Please don't talk to me about Ted.
Rafe!
Would you just listen? Listen to me. When your heart doesn't listen to the mind, doesn't listen to anything that it tells it to. It's torture to the soul. Now, my mind is determined to honor my marriage vows to Lisa. But my heart won't give me any peace. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of you. There isn't a night that doesn't move by that I don't dream about you. I know. I know this is wrong. But you're my soulmate. You can't just ask me to turn around and walk away and pretend you don't exist. It's unnatural. You might as well just ask me not to breathe.
Rafe, don't. God, I can't let this happen again. Look, I made a promise. I intend to keep it, okay?
Lily, I know all about promises. I made them to myself, I made them to God, but we just can't pretend that what's between us doesn't exist.
No, Rafe, that's exactly what we have to do. You're a married man. God, doesn't that vow you made before God mean anything to you?
Of course it does.
Then please leave.
I can't leave you like this.
Rafe, will you please go?
Lily.
Now, I'm fine.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Didn't you hear the lady? She asked you to leave.
Fine. Fine, I'm out of here. Don't you think you had me fooled for 1 minute, Lily? I know exactly how you feel.
You okay?
God, I almost blew it big time, Ted.
Yeah, you and me both. I went beyond all moves.
Where are we weak? What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We stick by each other. Rafe and Anджела are like a sickness, a disease.
An addiction.
Exactly. We gotta resist the temptation.
We have to fight it every step of the way, okay?
Okay. We be each other's guardian angel or something.
Fine. No matter what time of night or day it is. If we feel any kind of moment of weakness, we can come to each other, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It's just you and me. 9, 10, 11, 12. Where are you, BJ?
In the motel room.
Good. Focus all your attention there. All right. Whenever she tells you what she remembers, just count her back up the staircase from 12 to 1. When you get to 1, she should be conscious. Okay. All right. We'll be right outside if you need us.
BJ, it's Warren. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tell me where you are right now.
In the motel room.
Where are you going?
The bathroom. I want to take a shower.
But you don't take a shower. At least not right now, do you?
No. I start to turn it on, but I stop.
Where do you go?
Out in the desert. It's hot.
The sand beneath your feet, that's what's hot.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm running past the diner. I can't breathe.
Slow down, PJ. Don't run so hard. Just walk. Where are you?
I'm up high now. I'm on the mesa. Why am I here? What am I doing here?
Who do you see?
Sawyer. He's running. He looks upset. I want to help him.
Why is he running?
I don't know.
Is he running away from someone? Is he running from Frank?
Frank? No. No.
Relax, honey. Calm down. Keep moving. Do you see the Jeep?
Yeah. I see it. The headlights are on.
So you can see.
Yes.
Who do you see in the light? Who's by the Jeep, BJ? Who do you see? Do you see Frank?
I can't breathe.
Don't be afraid. No one can hurt you. I'm with you. Frank can't hurt you. Keep moving. Tell me what you see by the Jeep.
I'm running.
Towards what?
Away. Away from the mesa.
Where are you going?
Back to the motel room. It's safe.
What do you do when you get there?
I go to turn on the water.
What did you do when you saw the gun?
I washed it with my hand. I washed away the dirt, the grit, the pain. I washed it all away.
Okay, BJ, that's enough. I'm gonna bring you back now. I'm gonna count backwards from 12. When I reach 1, you'll wake up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, did I remember? What happened?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I must have said something.
Nothing. You took a shower.
That's all?
That's all.
But the last time I went under, I told you and Skylar that I was out on the mesa. Sawyer saw me there.
Well, you must have been looking for him or your parents because whatever it was, you didn't say or see anything of significance.
You mean I didn't do anything on the mesa? I didn't see Frank?
Apparently not.
I couldn't have killed him.
That's right. You couldn't.
So, is Ted right? Is this all I'm good for?
Miss Cassidy? Miss Cassidy, you all right?
Rafe, I didn't hear you. I think the drums must be making me crazy. It's all that beating, you know?
Oh, I know how you feel.
Here, come sit down. Talk to me. Tell me about yourself, Rafe. What brought you to Santa Barbara?
Well, I was seeking fame and fortune. Not to mention my father. But I got more than I bargained for. I met my soulmate, fell in love, and then I lost her.
I knew there was a reason I liked you. I thought you were married.
I am. And I'm only the one to blame for the mess I'm in.
Do you ever see her, this girl you love?
Oh, yeah. Sure do.
How can you bear to be around her?
It's not easy. Especially since I've been here.
On Boratunga? Lily? Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have understood that. I noticed you were uncomfortable around her and Ted.
Well, it certainly is torture when you see a person you love happy with someone else.
Well, don't I know it. Is this going to make it difficult for you to continue to work for me?
No, I mean, why should it?
Because my next assignment for you is to get a job with Ted's excavation crew.
Ted? I thought I was working for you.
Well, you are. And getting a job with him is part of working for me.
May I ask why?
No. I'm going to be asking you to do a lot of things for me. And I'm going to be paying you very well not to ask me any questions. Comprende?
Only I'm not sure I can work for you now.
Too ethical, is that it?
Too afraid. I mean, God knows I need the money. But I don't want to do anything that's illegal.
Well, it's not illegal. No. It's just, devious.
Is this going to hurt Ted or the Capwells?
No, not at all. I mean, Ted may not see it that way, but actually, in the long run, I think it will help him out.
Well, assuming I could get a job on Ted's excavation crew, I mean, what is it exactly you'd want me to do?
Just bury a few artifacts, like this one. Can I count on you?
So how do you plan to drum up jury sympathy for a child molester?
Who says Goodman's a child molester?
Apparently all who knew him.
Hearsay. The only eyewitness to any alleged abuse is the girl who's on trial, and she's hardly a reliable source.
Now, what about Goodman's confession to Jody Walker and Cruz Castillo while they were being held captive in that slaughterhouse?
Well, since Cruz Castillo is nowhere to be found, you don't have to worry about anything he says, and the Walker woman is the suspect's mother. She's a hostile witness. I can discredit her in a matter of minutes.
No, she's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah. According to my research, she's a police specialist in child abuse, right?
Yes.
She expects a jury to believe that Goodman molested her daughter for 9 years and she never noticed a thing? What kind of expert is that?
That's a good point. But let's not rule out Castillo. I got men looking for him day and night. It's possible I could have him back before this trial is over.
We'll cross that bridge if we have to.
Now, what about Julia Capwell?
I hope she tries to prove a sexual relationship between her client and the victim. She'll be playing right into my hands.
Oh.
Remember that ace I mentioned I had up my sleeve?
Yeah.
There she is. Agent McCabe, I'd like you to meet Victoria McCarthy.
Victoria, how do you do?
I'm all right, considering everything.
Everything?
Tell the man who you are, Victoria.
I was Frank Goodman's lover.
Look, Rafe, if you really love Lily, I think you should take this job.
Why?
Because Lily has been spending an awful lot of time with Ted lately. And he can be a dangerous man.
Ted Capwell.
You have to watch out for those quiet ones, you know. You never know quite what they're up to.
All right. All right, I'll do it.
You won't regret it once the money starts rolling in.
Well, I'm not going to do it for the money. I'm going to do it to keep an eye on Lily.
Smart move. She's going to need all the help she can get.
Well, since we're leaving first thing in the morning, I think I better get some sleep. If that's at all possible.
Well, sweet dreams. And mum's the word about our little deal.
What deal?
Good night.
Good night.
Don't you people ever sleep?
Still up?
Hi. Yeah. I think the whole island must be up. At least with all this racket, I don't have to listen to my own thoughts.
That's all I was listening to while I was trying to fall asleep. It occurred to me that I might be wrong about you.
How?
Well, being the egotistical male that I am, I assumed you weren't falling into my arms because you weren't over Warren Lockridge. But then again, maybe it's something else.
Like what?
Like maybe you're not into May December romances. Maybe you'd feel better with somebody, Ted's age.
No. No, absolutely not. I mean, no disrespect to your son, Cece, but no, Ted's a boy. I need a man who knows who he is, what he wants, and isn't afraid to go after it.
See you in the morning.
Cece, don't leave yet.
You all right?
I think I will be. If you kiss me.
Morning, Counselor.
Agent McCabe?
May I get you a cup of coffee?
No, thank you. I'll get right to the point. I have a lot of work to do on the trial.
Don't we all?
As far as I'm concerned, you're going after B.J. Walker with unabashed glee is due to the fact that you want to win votes at the expense of an innocent child.
Nothing could be further from the truth, and as a former DA, you should know that. I have no choice but to prosecute B.J. Walker for murder. All the evidence points to it. I'd get fired if I didn't go through with it.
We both know that you have discretion in cases like this.
I know that all the physical evidence points to B.J. Walker as the murderer. I know that not once has that girl come to me and said that Frank Goodman was molesting her, that she killed him in self-defense. I know she hasn't shown any remorse. Well, she wouldn't even admit to it when her own brother was about to take the fall for it. I know that she's lied about things. I know evidence has been tampered with. And I know she's not the least bit sorry about it. That's why I'm prosecuting her. If you were still a DA, you'd be doing exactly the same thing.
What happened? Did she remember anything?
Nothing more than before.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
I can see it in your eyes. She told you something.
Don't pull any of this psycho mumbo-jumbo crap on me, Skylar.
Warren, tell me what she said. Now, I'm not required to testify about anything except what she told me directly. Now, for God's sake, if you want to help this girl, tell me.
She's still blocking out what happened with Frank out on the mesa. But she did remember going back to the motel room and taking a shower. She was washing herself. She was washing her hand. She had the gun in it. She was just washing it like it was a part of her body. She didn't even realize she was holding the gun.
It was there for a reason, Warren.
I won't believe that she pulled the trigger.
Did she remember anything else?
No.
Well, it's only a matter of time now.
For what?
Don't you see? BJ's mind is preparing itself. She's remembering little bits and pieces at a time. Her subconscious mind is feeding her information at a rate that she can deal with it.
So whatever happened out there was so traumatic that she can't quite deal with it all at once.
That's right. But it will all come out eventually. And I bet it'll be at that trial.
You let me. I'll make you the happiest woman on earth.
You know something? I think you mean that.
I have witnesses to brief before court convenes. Cabe, you're first at bat.
Well, I'll be there.
I'm counting on you.
What is it with you?
What?
Yesterday you're giving me tips on how to defend BJ, and today you're conspiring with the enemy?
Arnold is the DA. I have to cooperate with him.
You can't keep playing both ends against the middle. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you. And you're not going to score any points with Kelly this way either, you know.
Who's trying to score points? I'm just doing my job.
Then do it somewhere else. I want you to stay away from me and anyone else who has anything to do with BJ's defense, and that includes Kelly. Do you understand?
Completely.
Good.
Well, we'll see you in court, counselor.
I still haven't stopped believing in her. I don't know how that gun ended up in her hand, but I know she didn't kill Frank. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it psychotic delusion, but that's the only way that I can see it.
It's called love, my brother.
Hey. You ready?
Yet? I don't know what all the facts are, but I'm going to trust my gut feeling.
Are you sure you want to face this, BJ?
They can cross-examine me all they want. They can assassinate my character. They can destroy my reputation. They can't break me, because I didn't kill Frank. And nothing they can do will change that. Nothing.
On the next Jenny Jones, Mariah was 24 before she had memories that she was sexually abused by her own mother. Linda has flashbacks of her mother molesting her as an infant. Women who survived the brutal sexual abuse of their mothers and what they're doing about it. Today at 2 on Jenny